How exhilarating does it feel to cram before a major exam the next morning? The quote I was given was, "Never do today what you can put off till next week," as said by a student. I disagree with this quote, and I'm going to tell you today about the negative aspects of procrastinating. My first topic will be the effect on your grades because of procrastination, the overall performance in school because of procrastination, and then negative health aspects of procrastination. My first topic is your grades, how your grades are affected because of procrastination. When you cram for an exam that's the next day, it's shown that you don't do as well. Instead of if you were to study ahead of time, a week or a couple days before. Also, if you pull an all-nighter, you're tired and you're not as alert when you do your exam. You might be falling asleep and may not finish the exam. You may forget things that you studied because you may only study a certain part, but then that may not be on the test. You didn't study the other part that was on the test, then there goes your test. You have a low grade. The next topic I'll talk about is your overall performance in school. When you procrastinate, your grades are not as high as you want, and you're always tired in class. I'm saying I haven't procrastinated before. I've procrastinated a lot, and it's not fun when you go into class and you're dead tired and you're still trying to pay attention and try to get the exam done. And I see my performance in school drop when I'm procrastinating and doing everything last minute or trying to put everything together last minute. I feel scatterbrained, and I don't feel like I'm to my best ability to perform at school. So I've noticed that when I'm prepared and do everything ahead of time, I do better in school and my grades are better and I feel more alert. The third topic I'll be talking about is, your negative health aspects of procrastination. Is you're tired, you've been up all night, you're not thinking clearly, your mind is fogged. Also, you may feel kind of dizzy, not as concentrated on the test or on the assignment that you're doing. You'll also feel very drained. Your energy won't be there, and you'll just be lagging all day. And then next thing you know, you'll go home and just knock out the it. You're gone. I've talked about the three main things of what procrastination does to your grades, to your performance in school, to your health. Hopefully we stop procrastinating.
No, don't put that back in. That's yours for the day. All right, Alyssa, let me tell you, I thought that you did a nice job trying to do all the structural stuff. It sounds a little mechanical because I know that you're going through the process. Well, here's the first point, here's the second point, here's the third point. So you need a little more practice so it sounds more smooth when you're going through those things. Otherwise, it's a little robotic. I like the rhetorical question. That's fine. You've got a clear thesis statement. You do preview what you're going to talk about. I'm not exactly sure how the first and second points are all that different from each other, but you're working on it. In the supporting material, material. I didn't think your illustrations were very clear on the first point. A little better on the second point because it's more about you, and I think you could probably use some more of that kind of thing in your presentation. It just kind of stays at platitudes about vague students as opposed to the particulars. Here's what happened to me, or here's how I felt about something, or my friend who's this way. Any of those things might give it a little bit more life. The presentation, your voice is very low to start with, and it kind of stays low. I think you need to get a little more energy. We don't want you to shout, but and it's not, you're not speaking in a monotone because there's good variety in the range that you're speaking in, but because your range is a little narrower, I think that maybe some changes in volume and a little bit more force and energy would be the way to go there to kind of to pump it up. The gestures, there are a few indicators, mostly kind of comfort things and transition things. You make okay eye contact with the audience, but you are a little more focused on the center part of the audience than the rest. It's not like you ignored the other folks, but it did seem like, you know, out here is where your attention is more than anything else. So try to vary that a little bit. I thought you had good posture. You do stand in the one spot the whole time, and again, you could relax a little bit. I don't want you pacing or anything, but you look like you came to speak. You know, you've got a nice dress on, and I don't know if you're dressed up for class because you're giving a speech, but you really look like I came here to give a speech today, and that's something to add to it. I thought you had a good, you know, exit line. You came back and said, you know, that we could tell that that was the end of the speech. All right. Don't forget to fill out the top half of the evaluation.